What is something a man did for you that made you realize that you've been accepting?
Okay, so I have this weird quirk. Ever since I was a little girl, very little, I would wake up in the middle of the night, like 2 or 3, sometimes 4 in the morning, to go downstairs to the kitchen and get a green apple. And I would eat that apple half asleep and then go back to bed. I have been doing this ever since I can remember, like 6 or 7 years old, up until now in my 30s. Anyway, when Stephen and I, my husband, my now husband and I, were first together literally 10 years ago, we were probably on our fourth date, and I had told him about this quirk of mine, and he thought it was funny and cute or whatever. Anyway, he invites me back to his apartment to watch a movie with him, and we still hadn't slept together or anything at the time. And I was like, okay, sure, but don't try anything funny. And he's like, of course not. So we go back and we watch some like European fucking indie film. I can't remember what it was called, but we watched the movie and it's getting late and I'm getting tired. And I'm like, I'm really tired. He's like, yeah, you should probably sleep over. And I was like, okay, I will. Remember, it's like the fourth date. And I was like, okay, but don't try anything. Cause I really wanted to take things nice and slow with him. And he was like, of course not, of course not. So I go to sleep in his bed and I wake up around like, maybe 3 in the morning, and I turn and he's not there. And I thought that was really weird. Like, where is he? And then I go back to sleep, and then I wake up again around like 4, and there's a green apple next to my bedside. And I grabbed it and I eat it, and he's, sleeping next to me. And I wake up in the morning, and he tells me that he woke up at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and he realized that he didn't have any apples. And so he wanted to make sure when I woke up in the middle of the night that I had my apple. And so he went out at like 2 in the morning. He went to the first like 7-Eleven, and they didn't have any apples, so he had to go to like 2 or 3 different stores to find something that was open that had green apples. And he finally, around the second or third gas station, found an apple and brought it back. And so I would wake up to an apple. And yeah, that's 10 years later. We're still together, and I definitely slept with him that morning. That was the first time. Yeah, I mean,